few years ago, somebody in Eretz Yisrael had a question, a bocher on a sugya. The Rebbe says, go to the library and see if anybody asks a question. He goes to the library and he sees somebody asks his question, but he doesn't like the answer that the Mechaber Sefer gave. The Rebbe said, what do you want from me? Go to the Mechaber Sefer and tell him you don't like his answer. He looks in the opening page and he sees the Sefer was written by somebody named Yasef. He sees the address in the Sefer, goes to the address, an elderly woman answers the door. The boy says, can I speak to Yasef? She says, he hasn't lived here for 10 years. She gives another address. The boy takes 2 buses in Eretz Yisrael to get there, rings the bell, and the door is answered by a young man with very long hair, tattoos all over. He says, Yasef who wrote the Sefer? Yeah. He doesn't know if he should run or cry. The kid says, I had a question on something you wrote. Yasef goes and puts on a yarmulke. He says, what do you want to ask? No sooner was the question out of his mouth that Yasef becomes the lion that he was like 15 years ago. He starts defending his answer, fighting and learning like it was his life. He wouldn't budge. He was fire about his answer. He then explained to the boy what happened, why he looks the way he does now. And then he turns to the boy and says, tell me something. You have my Sefer? He says, yeah. He says, I don't have a copy. Could I have it? And the kid gives Yasef his Sefer. He goes back to yeshiva the next day and tells the Rebbe what happened. The Rebbe says, the woman, his mother, call her and tell her what happened. He goes to a payphone and he dials the phone and the woman answers and he starts to say, I'm the one who was by you a few days ago, and she says, stop, don't talk. I don't know who you are. But that boy that you went to after me is my son Yasef. I haven't spoken to him in 10 years. We haven't seen each other in 10 years. But he just called me and he said to me, Ma, I'm coming home. And my son's about to walk through the doors, thanks to you, in the next few minutes. And that's how a mother and a son were reunited. Because when you light up somebody's night, and you spend time talking, and you show them that you care and you love them genuinely, when there's no room for pessimism or negativity, then Yasef came home to his mother.